Hello, friends. How are we doing today? I am feeling okay. I'm excited to get to work on some of these crafts. If you are one of the Wizzy Witches and you are watching this on the replay, then please make sure you have your gift all ready before you watch this, just so you don't get spoiled. All right, now I'm going to jump into it. I wanted to add some nice Harry Potter crafting. I had this idea. I was like, okay, I'm looking at my mantelpiece and I had this idea to kind of make it look like it's full of owl decorations and it's full of owls flying parcels to Hogwarts. My tree currently has the Hogwarts Express down around the bottom, just like it did last year, and the Hogwarts castle up at the top. My mouth is already dry. Ooh, it's currently snowing here in Denver, and we have a high of around 25 degrees Celsius where I'm at. So, or 25 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know why I said Celsius, my goodness. All right. So I think it's a little bit more dry outside, you know. What happens whenever it's snowing, and I'm also just always dehydrated. All right, so I had this idea of having owls flying parcels to the castle, since my tree is just full of other places in the wizarding world. The owls being on the mantle, I don't know, it makes sense to have owls just flying around with parcels like around the world, trying to take them to all the places on the tree. Anyways, I looked and looked trying to find different owls because I only have my little plushie Hedwig, and she's pretty big. She just like stands out right now on my mantelpiece. So I was looking around, and this is when I was still like forgetting that other craft stores existed. So I only remembered Hobby Lobby, and I looked at Hobby Lobby. I know that I can get quality stuff there and that they have a variety of stuff. So I actually found some different owls that they have. Now, the ones that I'm going to keep are ones that are part of their Christmas ornaments. If you go to the boxed section, if you want these are like in the boxed ornaments section. I got the last ones from my store, so they seemed to be a little bit popular, but maybe they just didn't make a ton of them. I didn't realize how different all the sizes were before I went. So I went in with like a mission, and I left like, oh my goodness, like I have to kind of change up the original plan. But I've got those guys, I've got 4 of them, and then I've got 2 that are white, just because white owls are not quite as common. And then I've also got, so those are from the Christmas section, and then about the same size, I've got this guy, and this comes with like a little stake pointer, I believe. Maybe not, but it's supposed to be like a garden friend. So like as you see for, or my garden friends, it's supposed to just like chill in the garden. This was $5. These, I believe the ones I just showed you were $13, but I got them 50% off because Christmas sales, so they were only $6.50, so like $3 each. And then I also got these thinking that they were going to be the same size as the rest, but they turned out not to be, but it works out kind of well. So as you can see, there are 3 different types. I got 2 of these, and then I also went to, if you have ever been to Hobby Lobby, if you live here in America, then you know that they have this big dollhouse section where like it comes with like anything you could think of that you would want to put into a dollhouse, plus all the things to make different dollhouses. And so I found this little set. Let me see if I can get it to not reflect. So it's like a set of 2 brooms and a mop. And I figure if I'm going to wrap them like a parcel, you're not gonna know the difference of the broom and the mop. So I'm using these, and I feel like they should be somewhat appropriate sizes for these owls. So that's my plan for the Wizzy Witches. I'm going to take these owls and I'm going to wrap these little dollhouse brooms and mops. And I have this brown parchment roll. I got this so that like whenever I do giveaways too, I can start to wrap stuff in that, so it's like even more magical for you guys. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to wrap these, and then I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to hot glue them to the bottom in the same way that Hedwig was carrying the broomstick into the Great Hall, because when you picture it, like that's how the claws are going to grasp on. So I'm going to turn my music down just a tad bit. I'm not sure if it's too loud, so just in case. There we go. It's a little bit loud on my ears, but I think that's the only way to change it. There we go. So I also, in case you wanted to do this at home, but you're not wanting to like, of course you don't need like all of them to be broomsticks. I'm not going to make them all broomsticks for these bigger owls. I have a different plan, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be putting inside them yet. I think I need to go probably do those on another day, because I think I need to go get maybe like pipe cleaners or something like that. But I'm also going to be using boxes, and I'm going to cut those up so that I can make them look like boxes carrying books to the students too, or boxes carrying who knows what. And I also have this construction paper. I craft a lot, so I went ahead and got like the rainbow array, but I really just wanted this red color so that I can try to make maybe a howler or two, probably just one, so it's not like, you know, maybe two though, who knows. Oop, I just banged my mic, sorry about that. So I have these. Where is this other little bip? Did it drop? It was like so, oh, it's in my lap. I'm so silly. I've got this like rag in my lap. It was sitting on top of the rag. This is my crafting rag. So back here over by my hot glue gun, this is like the bottom of a reusable bag. It's like the thing that holds it sturdy. I don't know why I didn't think I needed it, but anyways, I ended up using this when I was making my wands out of hot glue. And so one side of it is full of hot glue, the other side of it is full of paint from when I would like flip it around and let the wands dry on the other side. It was just like the right length to lay a few down at a time. And this is like an old kitchen towel that is pretty much the same. And you can see that I was also messing around with like colored waxes at some point, but this is full of paint and hot glue as well. So I've got that ready to protect my outfit. All right, so if you wanted to do this at home and you don't want, like, if you have a tinier tree, because I know that for me, I've got some tinier ornaments that don't make sense on like a larger tree, and then I've got bigger ornaments that do make sense like on a bigger, you know what I mean. So if you've got like a tinier setup and you want these tinier owls, just for reference, this is like how big they are compared to my hand. They in the same little section, and of course if you're at home you can remake these. These owls are actually made out of like wood and things found outside. It's really, really cool. So if you wanted to make these at home, like over there, that's like bark chips. I think it would be a fun, like if you're super crafty, like Sugun, if you watch this, I know you're super crafty. And if you wanted to make these with stuff you find outside, I'm sure you could. And then if you don't want to buy like a big roll of brown paper, my original plan was at our local grocery stores. We do have some that will offer the brown paper bags to take home. I like to get those anyways just because it saves on plastic and it's paper, so we can recycle it. So I have this big pile that's ready to take to recycling. So my plan was to take some of those and just cut them up because it's basically the same difference. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit wrinkled, it's going to get wrinkled when you're wrapping things anyways. So, and it looks a little bit cleaner, but I'm sure like if you wanted to, you could probably just find brown paper anywhere. Anyways, if I'm talking so much. So if you wanted to do this and you live here in America and you've got craft stores nearby, or like in a country that has craft stores, I found these also in the dollhouse section. So they're basically, I'm gonna go ahead and open them so it's not so shiny. That's the issue here. What am I thinking, Gita? What are you thinking? Come on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it open. So these were $3 and it comes with 4 of these little, it's not really like, it's just like a tiny little piece of paper with printing on it, but it looks like a little letter already made. It's got 4 of those, and then it's got 3 little parcels. This is the biggest one. Now they do have like USPS written on them, but let's get real, like this is going to be potential, like if you just take it and you glue the part that says USPS underneath the owl, then nobody is going to ever know. So it's already done, super, super easy. If you want to do this and you want things to basically already be done, just buy a little 3-pack of these owls, buy a little pack of these. You'll have different size parcels to glue on them. Bada bing, bada boom, you've got 3 ornaments ready made, already done, probably done in like 10 minutes, if you're not counting shopping time. So let me just set these, since these are so tiny, let me set these back here because they are quite adorable. All right, and I actually might use these as like props. I might even go back and make more of these. Anyways, I just bought those mainly to show you guys an easy way to do what I'm doing with these bigger owls. So first I'm going to be working on the Wizzy Witch's crafts. So really quick, I've got a cough. Hold on. I don't want to be loud. I'm a really, my sister yells at me all the time for being too loud. Well, sometimes you just gotta be too much, right, Petermon? Which YouTubers do you guys watch? Like, besides Wizards Unite or Pokemon Go, do you watch any other YouTubers if you're watching this on playback or replay? I want to know. So I'm taking out these little brooms and mops. So here's the little mop. It is definitely squishy. So, I think whoever's going to get this, it's going to be paired with the sparkly owl, just to, you know, compensate. And I looked at the picture of Harry Potter, or from, you know, the first movie, and it looks like Hedwig is carrying it in, like this, almost like she's riding it. So that will be fun and interesting. Of course, Hedwig has the feet that drop down. These little guys don't have the feet. So it's going to take a little bit of like disguising within the decorations within your tree. But if you're doing this, I know you're crafty enough to disguise it within your decorations and not make it anybody think twice about the fact that these little guys don't have legs. All right. So that's the broom, or that's the mop, and then we have also got, this broom is definitely more like the type that we're looking for. And then this is like your traditional one. There were some of these that looked a little bit more wonky, so I did dig back a little bit to make sure that I had one that didn't, just because I needed the shape to be right. So we've got 6 of those, and we've got 6 of these little guys. So I'm going to keep them in their little packages while I go ahead and give myself space really quickly. Here we go. Here we go. This is just so cute. My mom, I grew up with a little dollhouse that my mom made with her dad, and I never got to meet him because that grandfather died when my mom was 26, and she didn't have me until she was 35, so it was quite a ways before. But anyways, she kept the dollhouse, and then when she passed, I kept the dollhouse. And I thought it might be cute, potentially, to finish that, like, with my boyfriend, or like whenever we have kids, if we have a daughter, maybe he can do that with, I don't even know. Because, like, the dollhouses that they have at Hobby Lobby, oh my goodness, they look so fun. I think it would be really, really fun to get a dollhouse and build it and decorate it, and I don't know, like, maybe decorate it like there's magic going on. Like when you go into the Weasley's house and you see, I'm like gently tearing this tape. I'm sorry if you just hear that in the background. But in the Weasley's house, you know how like she's got like the pots and pans cleaning themselves? Like how cool would that be if I could figure out how to make that happen within a dollhouse? So then like you just walk in and you look around and you're peeking in the rooms and you're like, oh, there's magic. Ah, okay. Well, that part is a little bit sticky, but that doesn't matter. Alright, I am going to switch cameras really quick. Alright, so now you guys should be able to see a little bit more of what I'm doing. This guy likes to sit up a little bit on his own. Oh, so back here, as you can see, I've got these like nutcrackers. I'm going to paint these to match the 4 houses. So that's going to be like a fun thing that I can decorate with. And then I've got this other ornament that I think I want to paint the real Ravenclaw crest on, since I can't really find that. And then I've got these, that's going to be like a really fun, easy craft to do with kids. Like super, super easy if you want like handmade crafts from kids to give to people. My cousins did that for us one year, and I still have those ornaments. Alright. I'm just going to cut off a big strip really quick. Make this a little bit easier on myself and cut it down a little bit more. Okay. Now, so I'm going to figure out how to wrap this best. So what's interesting is the broomstick, if you look onto the movie, they actually have it like wrapped really obviously like a broomstick. So I'm considering doing that. So then what I would probably do is, if you can see, I'm lining this up with the top part, like where the bristles are starting, like right there. And I'm figuring out where I should probably cut. I'm going to go a little bit lower so I can fold over a tad bit, and then that's not going to take much at all. So let me go ahead and cut where my finger is, and I'm going to once again go ahead and cut all the way across. Alright. now, this is not going to take much to roll. Alright, I'm going to cut off probably 3/4 of an inch. Alright. Now, I'm going to roll that. And fold. And I think what I'm going to do is, should I test out the hot glue? Hello, Mama Weasley. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. I'm not okay, let me catch you up since I know you are fresh to the stream. So, right now I am working on the Wizzy Witches gifts. They are going to be a bit smaller because of the different sizes of owls that they have. I'm going to make this quick, so if you're on replay, you can probably just tap through a couple clicks and I will be back through the explanation. But I got these tiny little owls that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then I've got these tiny little broomsticks that I got from Hobby Lobby from like the doll section. So I'm going to wrap them up like parcels, and I'm going to hot glue them on to the bottom of these owls so that it can be like a little mini owl Harry Potter decoration handmade. So right now I'm trying to figure out how to make it look similar to the movie, because if you look in the movie, they have, it's very obviously like a broom. Even though it's not supposed to be obviously a broom, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just like wrap this handle part. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use hot glue, because I think that might make it look a bit wet. My plan was to use, I've got this twine. And I got the extra thin twine so that it would be a realistic size with the parcels. So cute. Such a cute idea. Thank you. It just came to me. And I'm going to make them a little bit bigger for myself, because I really thought that they were all going to be the same size. And I thought that they were all going to be that small. So these are much bigger, but they'll still work. So I'm probably going to have to go get some, what's it called? What are they called again? Pipe cleaners. And I'm going to morph those to look like broomsticks. And then I've also got parcels. I showed off these that they also have from the doll section. So like if you want to easily do this as an at-home craft, you can buy these little parcels and just glue them on. Oop. Where am I? You can just easily just like glue them on, and that can be super fast 10-minute Harry Potter decoration. How are you doing today, darling? I hope you're doing well. Back here I was explaining that I'm going to decorate those for the 4 houses, and I've got these, so like this craft could potentially be something that you do with your kids. I'm excited to do those. I'm not sure which day I'm going to get to them, but lots and lots of fun crafts coming up, and I try to keep kids in mind. So, and time and like abilities, you know. So I wonder if I can just do this. Hold on. That smells like a horse. Not in a bad way, but like when you walk into a barn. Just like that kind of barn smell. This smells like a barn without the manure. So like all the positives. Why do I like that so much? That is so delightful. Wow, what is going on? Doing all right, hurting from the snow. I know, I'm so sorry. Upright, so that's positive. My hands are worse than your knees. Oh, you poor thing. Ugh. I hope you're able to take it easy. I'm gonna cut. So I'm gonna cut a lot so that I have plenty of room. Like more than I think I need, just so I have plenty of room to work with, because I can always cut off the ends after it's tied. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and, all right, let me see how to show you. All right, so this is the mop one. I'm taking it and then I'm going to fold that in and down and then wrap it tightly around. And it's not going to be like a straight up and down line, it's going to be like a curved around line. And then I'm going to take this twine and I'm going to wrap a bit at the top and a bit at the bottom. And that should hopefully hold things together. I'm not going to be able to hold this in front of the camera. I moved the camera so that it was a better overall angle. And this is not something that I can do in front of a camera, even if it were at a better angle. Because this is just like a delicate, I need tiny hands process. Did you guys, like, when I was a kid, my mom always had me thread the needle because it was like something that was easier for my tiny hands as a child. Okay. Tight. Ooh, okay, I've got one little knot on there. I'm trying to tie another knot on there. It's a no school day, so I can hide in my heated blanket, which probably means a nap at some point. Right on. All right, I didn't cut enough for myself. That's okay though, because like, I don't know why am I liking the smell of that? That is so bizarre. All right, so I'm going to wrap a few knots around it, and I'm going to start at the bottom because it's like, it keeps sliding up and I need it to stay tight. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot around the front, and then I'm going to go back around the back so that it's not like overlapping and huge. Because even though I bought single twine, it's still very much thick looking. Oh, stop sliding, stop sliding. No! Ooh, okay, tiny crafts, tiny crafts. This broom reminds me of the broom, especially right now since I've got the arms. It's a little dancing broom from Fantasia. Ah! Ah! That's another, hey, if you're a Disney fan and you want to home make some like dancing mops, just like a little bit of twine and a tiny little mop from the dollhouse section. Okay. All right, I tied a couple knots. Now I'm going to do one double knot on one side because this is just, I don't even know. I'm not the best knot tire. I should probably be better at like knots that will stay together without having to do doubles. That's where it would help to have my old best friend who was a Boy Scout and like a pro at knot tying. Okay. All right, that took more twine than I thought, so Just be aware of that. There we go. So that's what I'm looking at like right now. I'm curious. Nope, the top definitely needs a little bit too. I wish I had. I wonder. Should I do it? 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 Alright, I'm gonna cut off a bit that was already bent, and I'm going to see how this glue reacts first before I risk it on this, because I would have to go buy another 3-pack from the dollhouse section, which is not fun, even though it was only $2.50. Okay. Alright. It's seeming sticky. It's not seeming to seep through and create a, like, that was my biggest worry, was with the hot glue, that it would like be obvious, but this is not, other than like where it's exposed, it's not showing that it's wet on the paper. So very happy about that. I think what I'm going to do is, where did I put, so we got this other little thing. This is the problem with like, I definitely would have put those somewhere safe because I wouldn't want them. But I bought these tiny, tiny little, like, one-time use paintbrushes. My boyfriend's are like actual brushes, and mine aren't. It's not good if I already lost those. That's like an, oh no, what did I do? Would I have, I'm like thinking through my own logic. Where would I have put this to stay safe? Potentially. Nope. Okay. I'm going to break open my boyfriend's. I have this so that like I can cut off the edges when I get to mine. So I've been saving some boxes for this project. But what I'm going to do, so I'm gonna crack open his Christmas present, and we can go back and get more of these because they're little brushes. And this is like a 10-pack. I don't think he needs all 10 of these. But I'm gonna use like one of these tiny little brushes, and then I'm gonna put a bit of glue on that tester piece so that I can gently paint glue exactly where I want it, since these brooms are so tiny. All right. Here we go. Just so you have a reference, that's how tiny I'm talking. But I feel like that's like a good size. So I'm going to take this little broom, and I'm going to unwrap this piece, and I'm going to add a little bit of glue to that, and I'm going to gently just like tighten it. So well, I have this glue because I'm trying to fix one of the snow globes that I bought. The glue has been great. The problem has been finding the right type of glitter that goes back into snow globes, because I wanted to, basically I bought the snow globe. It's from 2001. It's an original Harry Potter snow globe from before the movies. And this lady kept all of them in storage, and then when she passed away, she gave this shop owner all of her storage units. And so he had like all of this original merchandise. This is in Florida, by the way, and if you want to know, you can reach out and I can try to find the shop name for you so that you can try to go and see if he has more. But I got this in January 2019, and this is like not working how I thought it would. I guess not all glue can be like paintable. You guys remember that paint glue from back in the 90s? Anyways, he had like all of this original stuff. So like my music boxes that are behind me and my snow globes that are directly on the bottom behind me are from 2001. And he did not make them too expensive. Okay, this glue is like, uh-oh. It's not working how I wanted it to. Anyways, the snow globe, the water in it had gotten moldy or something like that. It had all turned brown, so it was really hard to see what was in there. And so I was like, okay, well, we can probably just like fix this. I looked at videos on how to redo a snow globe or how to make a snow globe, and we just haven't found the right kind of glitter, because I'm trying to match the glitter that they have in the other snow globes, and it's just like, I don't know. I thought all glitter would work out, but it's not. All right. So it's looking pretty good. I ended up, like, the glue ended up seeping out, and so I just kind of dragged it with my finger all the way around and down. And so I think it will dry pretty evenly. The top of the broom is slightly exposed. So let me slide it. I'm going to slide it up just a little bit and bend things over. Because that's definitely going to be visible, the tip of this, since it's got to be pointed out. Alright. Trying to figure this out. I'm just going to use my finger for the glue. Alright. Can you hear the music today? Did I actually figure it out? That would be great to know. I think I figured it out. According to my test recordings, it's working. Alright, so now I'm going to take a bigger piece and I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm going to try to do like the same angled thing. Alright. So I just kind of like angled it and wrapped it around. And now I'm going to cut off from the bottom at the angle that it's giving me. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and unwrap it and start adding glue onto the paper parts so that it stays wrapped up and tight all the way around. Oh my gosh, this paintbrush is not working for this glue. Don't follow me on that. Now I feel guilty for opening that too. Alright. Here we go. My finger is working. So I just need to take another glob out. Kind of lurking, getting the kids fed and lunch, then down for a nap. Right on. I appreciate you lurking. Any company is amazing company. Oh, and especially your company. Okay. This twine is trying to go over into the glue. Alright. Here we go. Dipping my finger in. And I'm just going to go ahead and drag it all the way across. And then wrap it. And again, I'm wrapping at an angle. Alright. It sounds like somebody's moving or something. Odd day to be moving with it snowing. But sometimes you just gotta do that. It was snowing the day that we moved in. That's definitely a reason we were like, alright, we need to definitely get some movers. Ooh, do not pull too hard on this. Uh-oh. The stick came out of the broom. Alright. Or the mop. Alright, so just like mental note on that. If you are copying me, it's just like... Okay, wait, no. That was just the paper. Oh, I was so worried I just broke this broom. Okay. Both of the sides came apart. Okay. That is fine. That is totally fine. So I've basically got like a cone and another piece. Alright, going to stick that through. Pull up as much as I can. And then sticking that back in there. Now, I'm going to, hold on, I'm going to cough and I really, I don't want to be loud on you. Alright, so now the bottom is exposed, so I'm going to try and just like fold that in and use more glue to hold that together. And it's best to start with like the shorter pieces first and then work your way around to the longer side and just like go back and forth from the left side to the right side, and then finally you can fold, like once it's basically done, you can take the bigger flap and fold it all the way over the top just to make sure that it's all covered. And it looks like this one has enough left that I can kind of like tuck it into the hole a little bit. Nope, okay. Nope, it's just gonna go flap over. And I'm going to dip my finger back into the glue, and I'm going to take some mainly underneath, but then a bit on top, since this is definitely not making things look too wet. And this probably won't be the exposed side. Alright, and it seems like you gotta hold it there for a second with this glue. So I'm just going to sit here with my finger there. Yes, the intention is for these to be Christmas ornaments. For me, so my tree has Hogwarts on the top and the Hogwarts Express on the bottom, and then all the different places in the Wizarding World around it. And so I had this idea that the wreath on top of like my mantle, it's not really a mantle, it's like this thing that my granddad made that has hooks on it, and like we're using it as a mantle. But anyways, we've got the garland going across the mantle, and so I thought it would be fun to put like little owls carrying different packages. So some of them I've got like red construction paper so that I can make a howler, and then I've got the box so that I can do other parcels, bigger ones, and then I'm going to go get some pipe cleaners to make bigger broomsticks that are more appropriate for those bigger owl sizes. And those will be all over my mantelpiece, flying around the wizarding world, getting ready to deliver packages for Christmas or something. Right now, I've got my Hedwig owl plush that's usually sitting above me on there, and then I've got like 5 acceptance letters, but I really wanted it to be more. So I'm really excited. And then because they had the different sized owls, that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to make some of these and make them for the Wizzy Witches so that you guys can kind of see different options on what you can do if you want to do the same thing. All right. This end is not wanting to stay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and work on this next little piece. So I think what I want to do is this bit of twine is going to be like the marker there, and then I'm going to add another bit of twine down here and see how I like that. Because realistically there should be like a few pieces of twine to hold a broomstick together, especially if they're not using, you know, tape or anything. Hello, Brendan. Why does this twine smell so good? I was saying it smells like a barn earlier, and it smells so much like a barn. It's ridiculous. Okay. Added a simple double knot. There we go. There we go. Don't come untied, please. I just cut you. No! Hey, Gita Gal, happy Friday. Happy Friday, Brendan. Super cute. Thank you, Mama Weasley. Friday. Oh, yeah, Friday. Okay. It came off a little bit, so I'm sliding it up just so I can retie it one more time. And then I guess I'm going to add a little bit of glue so this stops untying. This glue is coming more in handy than I thought it would. The tiny things, the tiny things. Come on. Come through, little string. Did I get you? I got it, I got it. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. All right. Sliding it up, dipping my finger in some glue, and getting that baby down. Alright, let's get you stuck on here. So this is like a little, it's technically a mop in this one, but these are little brooms that I got from the dollhouse section of Hobby Lobby, our craft store. And I've got these little, they're supposed to be from like for the garden, but these little owls. And so each of the Wizzy Witches are going to get an owl carrying a broomstick. Some of them, or 2 of them, are going to get, you know, mops, but they're not supposed to unwrap them. It's supposed to be an ornament that stays wrapped. So I figured it's fine. Alright, I got a big glob. Here we go. I'm glad to know that this doesn't seep through, so like if I have to start over, the mop under there is fine. How are you doing today, Brendan? Having a good Friday? We're a week away from adversaries. 1 week. All right. This is looking a little choppy. Does it look like a wrapped up broomstick? You can be honest if it doesn't. I want this to be lower. Okay, I did it. I keep thinking I'm breaking the broomstick and it's just this piece coming off. All right. Here we go. I'm going to take that and fold it. Get a little bit more glue. So the easiest way to do this, if you want to do this at home, is to go get these little itty bitty parcels that are already made from the doll section. Make sure that the part that says USPS is upright, and take some hot glue and just glue them to the bottom of those tiny little owls, and you should be set if you want to do this yourself at home. All right. I'm holding the pieces together. Can you zoom? Hard to tell. Let me try. What is it focusing on? Is it focusing? I think so. These ugly sides are going to go up. Thank you. All right. All right, we need this part to stop sliding. I'm gonna glue that down. I just keep adding glue because I don't want to do tape. I feel like tape is just like way too obvious, but this glue I could at least like put over the whole thing, and theoretically it won't be sticky. It'll just leave a glossier look. Definitely looks like a broom. Yay! Okay. I've got bigger ones to do for myself. But since they had the different sizes, I was like, oh! Yep, that's about how that goes. Oh no! Oh no. Oh no! Okay. Sorry if I was like really in your ear for a second. Come on. Let's stick together, friends. You guys should be friends. This little seam right here. You can do it. Snitches, witches! It's okay if you're spoiled. It's fine. If you want to be spoiled, that's fine. Gonna lurk and keep working. Ooh. That's totally fine with me. I appreciate your company. Alright, I think this one... Alright, I'm going to set it there. I'm going to set it down. Please dry. Please stick together. Please do what I want. Alright. I was considering adding on packages and like doubling it up and potentially making it like a broom and a package. I'm not sure, but these will be super fun. All right, I think I'm going to do this next bit. I'm going to see how it works out a different way so that if you guys are doing this, you have an easier time than I am. Do you need to exit? It's fine. It's fine. It's totally up to you. You're probably not going to get these until after Christmas anyways. I'm not the best at shipping stuff. Just being honest. Oh, you're fine. You don't have to. If you want to be surprised, yes, go. If you don't care, I'm the type that doesn't mind being spoiled for stuff. Hello, Cindy. Watching on the TV. Oh, Keto on the TV. I totally get that. I watch YouTube on the TV primarily, so yeah, it's definitely harder to chat. I appreciate you jumping on whatever device you did just to let me know you're watching. That's so sweet of you. Can't wait to see. See you later. Bye, Zoe. Thank you so much for popping in. The other streams will be totally safe. Can't wait to see. See you later. All right. Prefer to watch it that way too, Cindy. It is really nice to be able to like fully see stuff, and especially I get it on like a stream like this. I mean, this is not the cleanest look today, but at least you can see better like whenever I'm like holding stuff up. All right. How I've got an idea. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to wrap this, because that was just a bit too much. There we go. Okay, so I did just like a few little rolls, and I made sure to scrunch it in around where like the seam is this time. So now I'm going to try to re-roll it up like I did before and keep it tight around the handle. Fold it over around the top so that that's covered, and we'll see if this wrapping is easier. Gita Star on the TV, live in living color. Ah. I know I haven't talked about it too much, but my mom was in a Disney movie when she was a child, and I'm not going to say which one, just because if you were to watch the movie, it would be very obvious, and I'm trying to keep my family protected. That's not on YouTube, just in case, because you never know. Of course I trust you guys, that's why I'm saying like my mom was in a YouTube movie, but you never know who's gonna watch it afterwards. But my mom was in a Disney movie as a child, and it was very exciting because I bought it last night on digital. I'm like, my mom is on Apple TV. What? It's very special to be able to like have that of her, and I know my aunt freaked out about it and let me know like a few months ago. She's like, the movie, it's on iTunes, it's this much, go buy it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she would have freaked out. It was at Costco a few years before she passed, and she bought every single copy. Use the phone, computer, or TV. Kids like when you're on the TV. Oh, your little girl. She probably was too young to remember me when we met. Alright, I'm trying to squeeze it in the back so that it kind of does the form thing. And this is like the part that will be, you know, underneath, probably like where the owl is attaching. So this might end up working out. Absolutely amazing. It is very special. Oh my goodness. All right. I think this is working out. I'm just gonna pinch this right here and hold it. I'm super excited for the rest of these crafts, but I'm really excited for this one. Like I'm just like, I'm excited to send the girls gifts because they've all given me stuff over the years. And then I'm excited to have like homemade Harry Potter decorations on my mantelpiece. Valeriana, hello! Looking forward to Fenrir and Draco next Friday. Yes. 1 week. 1 week away. I'm so excited for that Sphinx. I'm like, that's gonna make me turn my audio back on. Oh my goodness. You know what I was thinking about though? I'm curious how ours are going to do, because like Magizoos already highly like rely on just like hitting things, and we don't really, aside from elites. Of course, we're not going to have the bonus with elites either. Nobody's going to have the charms that we can do to help ourselves. So like ours are going to be hit at full strength every single time because you can't put your hex on there. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be intense. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. This is what it'll look like from the bottom, and then that little lippy part I'm going to use for the owl. All right, now ironically, I have this piece that's already kind of like this. I wonder if, how did that work out? Okay. So this broom is set with its shape because it's got those more bristles. The other one was actually a mop, so. Whew. I don't know why I'm burping all of a sudden. All right, here we go. Fold. Right there. Fold. Right here. Hold on. How does that look? Alright, I think that's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to the seam lines and start holding down the fort. This is like one single fold because it was like that perfect shape. I don't even know how I did that. So I need to actually hold it the whole time. I'm just gonna do this. Who are the official Wizzy Witches you're making gifts for? I'm making gifts for the solo channel Wizzy Witches. Zoe, who was just in stream, and I was just like, get out! And then Cooper's Charms, Nerdly Niffler, Brita from HP Witches Unite, Professor Lynette from Wizard PhD, Wizard Way Chris, hold on. Okay. Zoe, Chris, Cooper, Lee, Lynette, Brita. The other solo female channels. I feel like in the gaming industry in particular, females are like more of the minority and still trying to fight to be properly, properly like represented and actually listened to. So I always try to support my ladies highly, just because of, you know, like trying to give that extra support so that they feel properly supported. I know that's like a little side rant, This little, it slid out. I didn't mean for it to slide out, so now I'm just like, no. No. All right. Okay, so this is already sticking to itself, so I'm going to slide it off. And then I'm going to slide this back in and pinch all the bristles so that it can go back in how I had it, because I had it like all the way up to this little black line. Curious how many of everything you're making. I'm making 6. I have 2 packs of these guys. They're from the garden. And then I have 2 packs of these, which were from the dollhouse section. And they came with 2 brooms and a mop. So it was like the perfect 6. And I was just like, oh, nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I didn't necessarily go in with that intention. I thought all of the things I was grabbing were going to be of similar size. So it was like an after, like, okay, like let me go ahead and like give them all stuff back too, because they've all given me gifts, and I just feel, I'm just like, I want to do something sweet for you, and I've never been able to think of something that I really wanted to do for them until now. So I feel like homemade is very, very sweet. Brita got me this ornament last year that's on my tree, that's wood carved, and it has the real crest with the eagle on it for Ravenclaw. And she also handmade this bookmark for me that's got owls all over it. Lee got us all those cat ears last year, and then she's also been making these I forget what they're called, but they're like those little plastic bead circle things that you can like put on a board, and then you can like take an iron to them and press on the top, and it melts them all together into a shape. She's been making all of those, and they're all personalized to like our personalities. Chris, when she went and got me all of my ornaments from Universal before she moved, I just did the same thing. This is gonna be tricky. So when she went to Universal to get me those ornaments, she got me extra ornaments. She got me an extra like Yule Ball ornament and a little Beanie Baby white plush owl that is like a keychain size. So it was like the perfect same size to go on my tree with the rest of my ornaments. Cooper gave me this at FanFest. So cute. Zoe got me some tarot cards and some self-help books, and like they've all just been so sweet and so thoughtful, and I just want to do something special for all of them. We do try to very much encourage each other privately, or like if there's something that goes on, it's like a lot easier to talk to other solo female channels that are likely dealing with similar things. Okay. I think I got it back on. Alright, now I'm going to take this and kind of just like fold it in like you would a present. The bristles are like down here-ish. So. Alright, that should work. And then I'm going to make sure... Oh my gosh. My lips are dry, my mouth is dry. It's a dry day. It's snowing outside right now. Alright. that takes care of that. I love EOS lip balm. It's the only lip balm that has ever actually kept my lips like good overnight with the fan on. Alright. A little bit more glue. And then... And that was like, all of that was no disrespect against like any of the couple channels or solo guy channels. It's just like a new industry for girls, and like especially since girls are usually sexualized in the industry dependently. It's just, yeah. It's just like a big supportive thing. Nothing meant against anybody else. But it's another reason why we have Wizzy Witches. It's like a hashtag to like support each other and ways to promote each other, because Wizards Unite is inherently saying males wizards. So anyways, done talking about that. Just quick explanation. And we also just talk all like regularly, privately. It doesn't matter who is uploading or who's doing what. We are genuinely all very, very close friends and talk to each other about private things that have nothing to do with YouTube, have nothing to do with the game. Like if none of us were doing this anymore, we would all still be friends. And that's what I started my channel for, was to make friends. So I'm very happy about that. All right, broom number 2 is, well, nope, I still gotta hold this piece down apparently. It's wanting to pop up. Let me try to, oop, I'm gonna slip it underneath my mouse mat. And that is going to hold a little bit of pressure on it. Adversaries. Okay, how many wit sharpening potions do you have? Let me know. I've got 30 right now, but I'm also at the max. I need to buy more potion space. Love how you guys take care of each other. I agree, Relariana. I'm sorry. I like how we got a countdown to something. Yes, I was talking to somebody in my local Facebook group about that. They were just like, why would they post the skill trees and like not let us have access to it? I was like, I think it's supposed to be like a hype thing. And it is. I feel like it's doing that. It's just like we have like a week of anticipation, of hype, of like feeling excitement and like sharing the word and letting other people know like, hey, this exciting thing is coming to the game. Did you hear? So excited. Ravenclaw in me likes planning, and the Hufflepuff in me likes to see all the hype and love going around. Right? Yes, the hype is really, it's nice. It's a nice community kind of feel. Thank you. I'm really happy we have that bond too. So nice to know it's not just a show or play. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. We are actually I'm not sure how many of us are going to be in it, but we're planning on streaming tomorrow. But everything you see there is like real, especially from me, especially if it's not on my channel. Half the time I'm forgetting that we are live and I'm just chatting with my friends. We will do that for each other, and just we've got like this Skype little chat called Comfort Call. So like if anybody jumps on there, we know like whoever's available, try to jump on and be there for each other. It's really, I love girl groups. I was always obsessed with like Spice Girls and Cheetah Girls and girl groups, girl power. 20 here. Is it? Hold on. 20 wit sharpening potions. Nice. Only have 8. I think they're finally like putting down more ingredients. I was finally able to pick up some like... Did ginger disappear for you guys? I got tons of ginger and then I stopped getting ginger, and now I'm finally getting ginger again. We are streaming at noon Pacific, so same time that I just started. Hold on, wait, am I getting that right? No. We're streaming at 2 Eastern. Did I say noon Pacific? And then I came on at noon my time. I'm so sorry, guys. Wow. I keep trying to say Pacific because that's what time the game says, and that's what time most people know. Like, okay, if it's this time Pacific, then it's this time for me. I'm on Mountain Time. I am an hour ahead of Pacific. I should have said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. 2 Eastern to 4 Eastern on HP, which is Unite's channel, I believe. So that will be fun. And I know for sure it's going to be me, Brita, Chris, and Lee. Not sure if any of the other ladies will be available. Hadn't heard a stream was coming. Oh, am I announcing it? We are planning it. I'm sorry, Brita, if you didn't. I'm sure she doesn't mind people knowing. Like, it's tomorrow. It's a good time. Like, 24 hours ahead for people to go ahead and plan. Let me go ahead and get some more. Another little. Actually, okay. I can do some of these off, and I did want mainly to like show you guys what I was doing. So I'm going to. Why is my chest itching? Sorry. My chest is definitely going to be red. I'm not the type that can resist itching. I probably should. So these are supposed to go into your garden. They're like really, really durable. They're made from like wooden pieces. This one is kind of sparkly. I'm not sure. It's a little bit showing right there. I really love that one's eyes. And then I love that this one has like bark as the wings. So they're, and then they, on the back, they've got these stakes. So I am going to include these stakes. I'm just going to like fold them up for the girls and include them so that that can be how they stick them into whatever. They can stick them into the bottom where it fits and like figure out where it fits for their setups. I don't want to mess that up for them. And then, unless these are already in, let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to get these little owls off so that I can go ahead and glue these first two on, and I might go ahead and move on to one of my bigger ones because I feel like these brooms are a little bit more tedious than I anticipated. It's an hour and 20 minutes into the stream and I've only gotten 2 done. But that's how the gingerbread went. I was like, wait, this took me how long? Oop, okay. They're already attached. Hold on. We don't want to be pulling these out the back of the cardboard. Okay, so they've got them taped all the way across so that they're hard to steal. It's Hobby Lobby, go figure. Alright, here we go. Although, who's really stealing from Hobby Lobby? Okay. So, Wizzy Witches, if you're here rewatching this after you've gotten your gifts, you know what this is. I'll probably write a little letter to explain too. But, so these are already attached to these little wires. So if you wanted to get these for your garden, you could. Or if you wanted to like do this for your garden and just make your garden magical. Ooh. All right. So if it were me, I would take this. All right, so here's the little owly dude. Oop. And then right out his wing is this wire. So if it were me, I would take this and wrap the wire around one of the tree little limbs. And that's how I would attach it. But right now I'm going to take it and I'm going to just like gently wrap it around my finger. It is very bendable wire, so they'll easily be able to take it back out and rebend it. And I'm going to bend it gently across the wing so it'll travel easily. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my hot glue gun on, and I'm going to take this broom and I'm going to hot glue it on, and Hedwig carries it like this. Now this bird is like a little bit turned sideways, so maybe, yeah, I'm going to angle it with the body and not pay attention to the head. And so it's going to be glued on like that. And I think that's cute. Okay. And I'm really hoping the hot glue is going to be better than this glue. This is supposed to be, okay, yeah, it says flexible, so I'm not going to use that. Let me quickly jump underneath my desk. Don't mind if I bang my head. I hope I won't, but that's where my little plug-in thing is. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did it. I banged my head. Do I even have anywhere to plug this in? I do. Okay. One last slot. Okay. Bury and not hurt. Bury, not hurry. So noon here. Yes, noon our time for the stream tomorrow. Noon Mountain Time. I guess 11 Pacific, 10 a.m. for Alaska. Just started your last portmanteau. Ooh, getting prepared for Community Day. Gotta let you work. More craft, less chat. People steal pretty much anything. They do. Off to bury myself in the heated blanket, which also means a nap. I'll finish watching later. Thank you. You're so sweet. I hope you have a good nap, Mama Weasley. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's not very furry, so you're right, Brendan. Don't beat yourself up. Nope, not furry. Definitely not furry. These are furry though. These other guys. These I'm a little bit more worried about. I'm probably gonna chop off this because I am planning on putting them on the mantle, but I might just like paper clip them down. I'm not really sure. These are supposed to be shatterproof, so if you want to get the same one. And then what I really like is that they already have these little fake holly and bristles, so it should theoretically just like sit really well once I balance out this other side with like a package. All right. The hot glue gun is still heating up, so I'm going to take the rest of these owls out and drink a little bit more Gatorade. Okay. I'm not liking this song. I'm going to change it. Can you hear the music today? I can turn it up if need be. I did try to do a test recording, so I think it's working, but like I thought I fixed it last night and I was like, okay, I can just go in there and it'll be ready, and it wasn't. But I think now, I think I figured out where I messed up. Oh, it's so cute. I wonder if I can show you the sparkles better. Is it gonna be too bright? Oh, that's a bummer. It's really sparkly and pretty. You just gotta believe me. Yeah, all of that is like sparkles. Okay. So whoever gets the sparkly one is gonna have like the mop. Because that's how that works out for balance. Oop. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Here we go. Alright. Cute little guy. Cute little guy. I don't know why this one's my favorite. I think just because, like, it's a blend of the other two, and the wood is just, like, it's very obviously, like, a nature craft. Stop focusing on stuff behind. Those nutcrackers are not real people. Camera. Alright. So once I glue these first two on, I am going to move on to the bigger ones so that it's like showing multiple types of crafts. I think these are just like really just so cute. These little packages. So cute. Alright. Alright, I think this is hot enough. I'm so nervous. It's okay. Like these are not too expensive to where like I can't go back and get more. And I've also decided that I'm going to work with these first because these are not Christmas, so I should be able to get these year round. Alright. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of hot glue right in the middle and up a little bit. Okay. Take the stringy away. Ooh, ooh. Alright, now grab the broom. Wait. Okay. I messed up. It's okay. The mess up will be in the back. Now, I'm just going to be holding that there for a second. But I think it's cute. And I think the proportions are not too far off from what a real broom would look like against an owl. So that's exciting. That was worrying me. I also looked it up, and the average broom, even if it's wooden, is only about like 1 to 2 pounds. And birds, the owls, can generally carry stuff 3 to 4 times their own weight. And most owls average around 4 pounds. So it makes sense that owls are carrying things around in the wizarding world. It's actually not too much different from the weight of their prey. Tell me that's not like the cutest. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is precious, and that was not too much work. Alright, I'm going to try to take off any extra little glue strings I see, although I don't think these are glue strings. I think some of these are, yeah, some of these are from the owl and some of these are glue strings. Alright. And the hot glue is actually pretty much already cooled down. So we've got a finished little owl guy. And then, whichever witch gets this guy, just gonna balance it like that. How fun! Just gotta fly on across. Gotta fly with the package. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Whee! Alright, I'm having too much fun. There is one little guy down. I'm going to set him to the side to be safe. And going to glue one more. And then I'm going to cut my hot glue gun back off. And I'm going to start cutting up this box that I've got so that I can work on one of the bigger ones. Alright, so it's going to be the broom is my second one, the first one that I wrapped. Oh, I forgot to do the drawstring. I'm going to add on the twine in a bit to that other package. So if you follow me on social media, you will probably end up seeing that. So now I'm going to take this, and this one is like, I like the mop a bit more because I'm not having to worry about the angle that I'm gluing it on. It's more of a full shape. And so this one, the body is facing forward. I want it to look like Hedwig, so I'm going to glue it on. What is that? Is that foam? Oh, that is a bit of foam. There's like a little bit. Those two little white pieces at the bottom are foam. So I'm gonna go, and that can be pushed back a little bit and be resting on, and it doesn't look too weird. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure that the tie string is faced down for aesthetics. So right there. Okay. Alright, just holding it on. Whee! Just an upside down owl holding onto a broomstick. This is turning out cuter than I thought it would, and I'm very happy about that. Okay. So cute. Okay. I cannot wait to see these on their different trees. Oh, these little eyepieces are also foam. Ooh-wee. This is like... I know they're carrying them, but it looks like they're riding them, and that is like hysterical. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to cut my hot glue. I'm going to unplug my hot glue gun. I don't have one that has like an on-off switch, so just gotta unplug it. Let that cool down, and I'm going to grab one of these owls. I'm going to set aside this glue that I was using so I don't get it on other stuff. Oop, like that. Okay. Here we go. Now, I'm going to figure out this string later whenever I'm actually decorating. So I'm not like messing myself up ahead of time in case I want them to go into the tree. But really quick, I'm going to take this box. This was just like some strawberry like little granola bars. And I'm going to see about how big I should cut it like a parcel. So if you think about an owl and like a book size, an owl is like this big, and then a book is like this big. It could be like literally anything. So you could make this parcel literally as big as you want. And I'm just using this box because it's already like glued together and done for me. I'm gonna cut on the side that doesn't have the seam. And alright, I'm gonna cut down, and I'm basically going to cut around and try to keep as much intact as possible. Oh no, I just realized. Well, that's nifty. I've been opening these at the top, as you can see. I just realized that this box has seams on it. I don't think you can see them. This box has seams on it, so where I'm cutting isn't going to work. So I am going to just go to this other side. All right, here we go. Sorry for the loud noise. All right, and the goal is for just like one side to be exposed, and it's going to be covered up with brown paper, so that doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be an actual box that you're wrapping, is my point. Sometimes I take too long to get to my points. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this where that seam was. It's double thick at the bottom. Okay. So now I've got a box, kind of, and it'll just be this side and this side that will be exposed, but nobody will know the difference once it's actually wrapped up. And then what I'm thinking is, once it's wrapped, he can sit on it like this, and it'll look like he's carrying a parcel. All right, so it looks like I already have a sheet cut out that's big enough. Let me move things around so that you can see. I am going to save this other piece for another one. All right. Let me slide all of my little mini broomsticks aside. And I am going to use tape for this project. Other little owl over here. Okay, here we go. So it looks like I got a perfect square. Alright, and as long as you have tape only showing on one side, it doesn't matter if the tape is showing, because that's the side that you can have glued up at the top. So let's go ahead and take a piece. It will be a bit harder if you're doing my same technique, because obviously the box is going to be a little bit more squeezy on one side. So just make sure you've got more delicate hands. All right. And this is actually a lot more paper than I need. So I'm gonna cut off the end. All right, and now I'm just going to fold it like I would a regular package. If you could, I would totally appreciate it if you could open up your in-game present later today. I need to send some gifts since the invention is... Yes. I can definitely do that. I think you are one of the people that sent me a spell energy gift, which is why I have not opened it quite yet. But let me just double check really quickly if it was something better than that. I've been getting better. Have you guys been getting better gifts these last few days? Anytime I'm going to an inn, anytime I'm battling, I'm at least getting one essential or an extravagant or something. Okay, so Brendan, there is one other person on my friends list with a very similar name. All right. Two seconds. Okay, so as you can see, I've got Jace 2224 and JC 64. It's been a while. I don't remember which one you are. Also, hello. Sorry, this is the camera over here. There we go. So, I can definitely open up your gift. Also... Alright, yeah. Just let me know which Jace you are. I think you're the 22241. And I will definitely go through my energy in a bit and open that up. Great Claw. Wait, who is Jace then? Why am I knew you were Great Claw. Why did that... It was a while ago. I think there was somebody else in that stream with that name. I'm very sorry. Great Claw. Okay, hold on. I've been thinking you were Jace, but I've been like seeing other people call you Great Claw too, and like I see your name on... I'm sorry. I don't know why my brain did that. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Why? Are you the Great Claw? THE? Hold on. I'm in alphabetical order. I don't see you on my friends list right now. That's confusing. Are we still friends? Also the most humble. I'm going to find you. There you are, Doug Great Claw. I'm so sorry. Let me use a potion really quick so that I have potion space. Thank you so much for the extimulo. Alright. Threw the potion on, ran. Alphabetical. There we go. It won't let you open up if your ingredients are full? Weird. Sorry guys. I feel like this has been... I'm just like not here today apparently. There we go. Thank you so much for the potent potion. You did not make it confusing. That was like a blank on my end. I knew you were the Great Claw. Like, I've definitely seen your, like, even on Twitch you have that name. So it's just like, why did my brain do that? It's part of the December goodies. They increased the gift rate. The gift drop rate. Ooh. Delete all lower gifts while walking so I can give out better ones. I love the wit sharpening potion gift. Wit sharpening potion gift. I don't think I have that unlocked yet. Oh. Ooh. Post your if you're not friends with me and you're here right now, post your friend code in the chat and I will add you as a friend. All right, let me fold this really quickly. And if you watch this on replay, you can definitely leave your friend code in the comments, and on this stream I will add people that add their friend codes. Also look for each other's, because that's always fun. Alright, here we go. This is not looking the cutest, but it's not looking terrible. I'm accepting it. It would really help if you do have a proper box, because this big seam being open is currently working against me. It's still working. Just not how I want it to, for the record. Alright, here we go. Stop it. Okay. She's not the cutest, but she's wrapped and done and good enough So I'm going to take some of this wonderful smelling twine. It just smells like a horse, you guys. Like, straight up, this is what a horse smells like. Oh, without the poop. Very importantly, a horse without the poop smell is exactly what this twine smells like. Ooh. I grew up with an uncle as a farrier, so I grew up with horses. Very familiar with the smell. All right, so this I'm going to flip it upside down, and what you do is you wrap it one way and then you tie a little knot. Ooh. Oh, you can take like a piece of tape and make sure it sits in the middle at this part. Stop it. And it's also really good to try to get it as tight as possible. So like tighten down the bottom knot before you add that second one. Alright, and then it actually doesn't have to be as tight as possible. If this were like a real life one, then it would be. Alright, I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to put it on the bottom. But basically I just took it around and I tied it across there. And now I'm pressing it down, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to take the strings and take them the opposite way. And now I'm going to tie them, actually, okay, so I think what you do here is you slip them back underneath both directions, and then you tie it again at the top. And that's how you do a little parcel tie. Oop. Sorry. This camera's like way more sideways or to the side than I thought it was. Alright, so from here I'm gonna cut off the excess string. You could do a bow if this were for like a person, but since this is actually the part that is, it's pretty much just gonna be on the bottom. I'm going to take the taped part and put that underneath the owl. Alright, so I've got my parcel and I've got my owl, and what I'm going to do is somehow get him on there to where it's looking good. This might actually be a little bit in the way. Let me figure it out. All right. So I was thinking that this would be a little bit smaller. I think what I'm going to do is figure out if this is easy to take off. No, it doesn't look like it is. I think it's glued to the base of the ornament. Alright. It's just going to be part of it, and whenever I put this into my garland, I'm going to be tucking it in so that there's more bits and bobs that look like this, and it blends in. Alright, and then sorry you guys, trying to figure this out. Okay, so this is similar where the owl's head is kind of turned. So I'm going to glue it on like this way, and then that's what I'll be showing. It's not as cute as I wanted it to be. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as cute as I wanted it to be. Definitely the horse, not the poop. Huge difference. Huge difference. Alright. I do have this guy. That's cute. So the other ones could hold like broomsticks and letters and smaller packages. And this package I'm going to pair with this guy. This guy is similar to the ones that the Wizzy Witches are getting, but the same size as these furry ones. So this will work out. And I'm going to get to do that whole loop the thing around, because this has the wire as well. It looks like it actually has 2 pieces of wire. How are you guys twisted? There we go. These are super looped together. But it's good because there was no tape on there to protect it, so they probably needed that. Alright. That is out. This has 2 strings, or 2 metal bits, so that I can hold up all of the weight. So I'm just going to take those and once again wrap them for safety. Alright. And then this actually feels pretty warm still, so I'm going to risk it and just go for it. And I'm gonna go long ways. Nope, it's only hot in the middle. All right, here we go. I can't see the plug. Okay. It's dark under there, you guys. You don't want to go under there. Alright, I'm going to let that heat up for a minute. So the next project that I would do is definitely make a howler for these furrier guys. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Actually, we're coming up on 2 hours. And I need to get some more supplies to make the bigger brooms from pipe cleaners. I love construction paper. Ooh! Oh, that new paper smell. Alright. Nice hunk of construction paper. And so with this one, a letter is going to be much smaller. So like this little doll kit that I got that came with packages, came with these like tiny, tiny little letters. So if we were to say this is an owl, and this is the letter. Alright. Interesting proportion. Alright, so if we're going off of that proportion, then this letter should be like that big. So I'm going to make this a really simple one. So I'm going to guesstimate and cut up. If I were doing a lot of these, I would definitely take out a ruler and measure. Alright. But I basically just am cutting out a smaller little rectangle. And then how big is that going to be? All right, it needs to be a little bit more narrow. All right, fold this. And then from the top half, I'm just going to guesstimate where the middle is. I'm going to over guesstimate because it needs to be up a little bit. And I'm going to cut at a diagonal. And then from this other side, right about there looks good. All right. So this isn't perfect, but I can trim off the edges to make it more so. All right, so that's going to be more like that kind of angle. And then cut straight up. All right. And then fold that up. Alright, so that's not perfect, but that's basically what I'm going to be doing, is just taking it and making like a quick makeshift red envelope. And then I'm probably going to have like a random one either on the tree or still up in the garland, and it will be opened up, and I might like do little scribbles to make it look like Mrs. Weasley's letter that's opened. And in order to do that, the bottom, so what I'll do with that is, you know what, hold on, let me look at a picture really quick, because it might need to look more like teeth off the bat, and I don't want to just go off of my memory. All right, Howler, Harry Potter, image, oops. So it does look like it's just folded. Similar. It's got like a little gold seal. I'm going to have to think about this one. I definitely am going to be playing around with it and trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, because I think this one will be another fun craft for the next stream. So, hello, Adam Klein, how's it going? Doing pretty well. We made these earlier on stream. So I've got this little owl carrying a broom, and this guy, I still need to add the twine to this one. And I'm going to be making 4 others, and those are going to be going to the Wizzy Witches. This is hot enough, so let me go ahead and get this guy going. I'm gonna add a nice amount of hot glue just because he is a big boy. Okie dokie, there we go. And I'm going to set this right on top. Alright, now I'm just going to be holding him there, and that will be a little package carrying fella. Thank you! Those were really fun to make. These bigger ones are a little bit more of a hiccup than what I anticipated, but it is fine. Oh my gosh, that little owl left glitter all over my desk! Oops. Alright, I'm gonna have to ask the Wizzy Witches which ones don't care about glitter, so that I'm not just like bombing them. Brita's totally going to be getting one of these with glitter. And probably Chris. I think both of them are already fine with glitter and already deal with glitter. So both of them are going to be getting this little guy with the mop inside. I made these with these little outdoor owls that are supposed to sit in your garden, and I wrapped up these brooms and mops from the dollhouse section from our craft store. So they get the little mop. Fluffy mop. All right. Yay! All right. It's still cooling down for sure. I can feel like heat within the box, which is a little bit amusing, but there we go with that. So he's chilling. Oh, I'm gonna add a little bit of glue back here so that he sits all the way back. All right. Can't have a little leaning guy. I'm just gonna hold this here for a second. All right, and then I think I'm actually going to be wrapping this up because my throat needs a little bit of a break, and I'm definitely saving energy. Tomorrow I'm streaming on HP Witches Unite's channel with some other witches from Wizards Unite, other Wiz U witches. We are starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So definitely try to come join us there. He's wanting to lean forward a lot. Oh, these guys are so cute though. I'm excited to work more on these. I think the second wrapping for the owl was better, but I feel like the mop worked better for the actual craft part because it's more of a full look. I will find out for sure when I do this broom, because this broom is a lot more full and rounded out versus that last one that I did is like a flat fella. So these are all like very different, and the mop can definitely be the most full. But I haven't wrapped this one yet, so I'll find out which one works best. Alright, this guy, I think whenever I put him on my actual mantelpiece, I'll make sure that the package has a little bit of lift so that he's not like leaning forward. But I think this is super, super cute. I am really, really happy with these guys. Woo! And I'm happy that Zoe wasn't spoiled when she popped in for a second. That was good timing. They look like they're flying on brooms. Ah, they're just taking their packages to their people. All right. Yay, random goblet of fire. Ooh, nice. Congratulations. That's exciting. Love that. Ooh, I need to brush my hair. Oof. Oof, look at that rat's nest. Oof. All right. Did your parents call your hair getting tangled rat's nests? Mine did. All right. I am going to let you guys go. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining me on my craft streams. I know these are like not the most entertaining. I know it's not Wizards Unite, so it really means the world to me that you guys come and hang out with me, and it brings me so much joy, and yeah, it's helping me get more comfortable with streaming, and that means the world to me too, because if you asked me a month ago, I would have said, no, I'm never going to be a regular streamer, but I'm trying to push through those anxieties, and you guys are helping. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me switch back to this cam and grab my wand. I'm so excited for adversaries. I'm excited to stream with the Wizzy Witches tomorrow, so make sure to catch us there. I will probably be back on Monday for more craft streams because I want to get through all of these crafts that I have prepared before we get adversaries on Friday, so that Friday I can try to stream what we are getting and maybe do some adversary battles on stream. That would be really fun. So yeah, that's my plan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the absolute best. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope to see you tomorrow on stream. And until next time, I think that's it. So you guys know what to do. Make sure to use the magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors. Protego totalum. All right, bye.